Janelle Bradshaw, and I'm here to talk to you about live music events in the Finger Lakes for the upcoming week. And I'm here with my mascot, Who. Maybe you've seen Who before. Who knows who's who, and who knows where to go in the Finger Lakes for live music. You might see Who out at a venue, and if you do, make sure you come say hi to Who and whoever's with Who. It'll either be myself or my creative director, Emily, who will be out and about with Who. But we're going to talk about music here in the Finger Lakes from June 29th through July 5th. And you can find everything I'm talking about today on FLXmusic247.com. And there's hundreds of events going on in the next week, and you can see where you want to go all over the Finger Lakes. Doesn't include Rochester or Syracuse, just in the central Finger Lakes. So the calendar at FLXmusic247.com is searchable. You can use the color code to stay in your general area, or you can search by town or specific venue if you'd like. So it's a super easy way to find all the wonderful offerings. And if there's fireworks involved, I've noted fireworks after the band's name, so you'll see those too. Let's get going. So I'd like to first talk about the hot spots of the Finger Lakes. These are places where I know for sure the music that you'll find there is going to be outstanding, and the environment and the ambiance of the venue will take you to a next level of enjoyment if you're a vacationer or if you're a local resident looking for a little bit of time out. So the first thing I'd like to highlight is in Seneca Falls this weekend. Canal Fest is going on. Starts Friday the 30th at 5:30 with Paradigm Shift. That's a great jazz group, followed by Mixtape, who dusted off their band. Mixtape includes members of Major Keys Trio and other local residents, and they're going to do some great dance and party music for you to keep your spirits high to kick off the weekend from 8 to 11. And on Saturday, we have a full lineup. We have the blues band, The Movers, playing early at 11. We have Bob Keefe and the Surf Renegades performing on the stage at 1:30, and a special performance by the 42nd. The 42nd. That's the National Guard band. They have concert band, rock band, and quintet as part of their performance, so that's going to be about 40 members. That will be outstanding. And followed by our party band for the evening and fireworks with 6 Feet Apart and the Super Spreader Horns. And we'll just wake up on Sunday and keep it going with the Flint Creek Duo, followed by another excellent funk party band out of Ithaca, the Neo Project, that will be performing during the duck race. It'll be a great weekend. Fireworks will be Saturday night, and music all weekend long. Come on down and party with us. Lots of vendors down there, and food and drink for purchase. Well, a regular hot spot here outside of Geneva is Zugabee Winery. They have a beautiful west-facing facility, so they have a sunset series. They built a stage out in their spacious yard, and they'll be offering classic rock with the Marble Tones on Thursday, the 29th from 6 to 9. Another fantastic venue, and I have to highlight this because it's going to be a party at Seneca Lake Resorts and the Vista. The Sessler companies have put together their favorite holiday, the 4th of July on the 3rd. But they'll be offering Nate Michaels performing at 3 o'clock, followed by Ruby Shoes at 7 o'clock, and the fireworks. It's $10 a car. Load up the car. No outside food or drink. There'll be all sorts of stuff for purchase. They're having a food truck rodeo as well, and it should be a great time down there, and hopefully the weather will be perfect for a great holiday weekend for you. Another beautiful venue down in Naples is Inspire More. They are a winery. They have a beautiful cafe in the front of their property, and they have an awesome performing area in the back. And they're having their B4 anniversary party. And they'll be offering Big Blue House during the day. Big Blue House is a blues and rock band, play some covers and some originals with some fine musicians. And the Mosaic Foundation, which I mentioned last week, which is a reggae influenced band, will be jamming out, I should say, not rocking, let's get it right, jamming out, starting at 6 p.m. down in Naples. Check that out. That's a ticketed event, and you can find the link right on FLXmusic247.com. Oh, and by the way, if you do click on the music event, if the color tile turns over to a logo, those are my partners, and there'll be more information provided on the second page. Two Honeoye Lake venues that I'd like to note. They have strong music programs. We're still working on getting all of their information on the site, but Birdhouse Brewing We'll offer Mud Creek, and Mud Creek is a Grateful Dead tribute band. That should be super fun on Saturday from 6 to 9. And its neighbor, not too far down the road, probably about 5 miles or so, is Noble Shepherd Craft Brewery, and they offer music frequently, and they'll offer this week the Heatwave Bluegrass on Saturday from 6 to 8. So you might be able to catch both those bands if you're in the neighborhood. Check it out. And our friends down at Hazlitt 1852. Wow, that was a long time ago, but believe it or not, the Hazlitt family began farming the area in 1852, and they've been in continuous business since then. And they're offering a classic rock band, the Sweats, on Friday from 5 to 8. And they'll follow it up with two of my pals, Two Horse Johnson, which is Brett Beardsley, and Scott Adams. Those two guys, they have way more fun than the average human being. And they like to share their comic relief with you. They have creative songs with interesting lyrics and just fun foot stomping and swinging music on Sunday from 2 to 5. So my next segment is the Hot Shots. These are instrumentalists or bands that I think are fantastic. I've heard all these people play and can promote them to you, and I'd like to offer Way Papa Muse. Now, Way Papa Muse is a longtime musician from the Ithaca area. This is a very interesting man. He gathers his influences from all genres and creates a truly eclectic set of music. He'll be performing for the Golden Hour at Bagley's Poplar Ridge on the east side of Seneca Lake from 5 to 8. And don't forget that whole side of the lake is loaded with venues that have awesome music programs. I wish I could tell you about all of them. I can't, but you can find them all on the calendar, FLXmusic247.com. And if you look for the light blue squares, that'll give you all of the venues that have music in the area between the lakes. That's between the west side of Cayuga Lake and the east side of Seneca Lake. So you can get there from here. Just use your GPS, though. Don't try to eyeball it. Also, a favorite band of mine with reggae influence is some Redmond Band. They're also out of the Ithaca area. They'll be performing at Finger Lake Cider House, a wonderful spot on Friday from 5 to 8. That band will get you up out of your chair, too. And our Finger Lake Sweethearts, the Lifker Sisters and the Cool Club, will be playing right here in Seneca Falls on Thursday night at the Gazebo in Peoples Park, and that's from 6 to 9. That's put on by the Seneca Falls Heritage and Tourism Center, a great place to go on any day, but if it's a day that perhaps is rainy, it's a good place to go and explore while you're in Seneca Falls, checking out all of the history that we have to offer with the National Women's Rights Park, and also check out the Seneca Falls Historical Society there. But if you miss the Cool Club and the Lipker Sisters in Seneca Falls on the 29th, you can catch them on Sunday, July 2nd, down at Tin Barn Brewing, which is a fabulous spot opposite Glenora Winery, if you're familiar with that. And it sits way up high on the hill. Incredible vistas up there. Check them out. The Endless Mountain Derelicts is a local band that works pretty hard, and they write a lot of their own music. They perform all over the place, and I think it's a 4-piece band, and they're focused in the blues and rock genre, and they'll be performing at Seneca Stag. Seneca Stag is a newer brewery on Route 14 heading south in the Penyan area, and they have some lovely seating outside, and it's a family-run business. I love family-run businesses because it's fun to see mom and son and daughter cooperate in an amiable way throughout the day. But they started out as a home brewing operation, and they've turned themselves into a fantastic spot to enjoy their great brews and music every weekend. In Auburn, Next Chapter Brewery is right downtown in the courtyard next to the Auburn Public Theater. It's tucked in there. That family, they named it Next Chapter because, again, it's a husband-wife duo that started this brewery a few years ago. Super nice people. They have wood-fired pizza and some other items on their menu, and they're offering this week the Carol Bryant Quartet. Carol is a vocalist, and she will be singing with her jazz trio. Super nice way to spend your afternoon, or actually evening on Saturday the 1st from 7 to 9 in Auburn. And while the Cool Club and the Lipker Sisters the Lipker Sisters are the sweethearts, Gabe Stillman is I don't know. Let's control the love here. Gabe Stillman is a blues artist to love from the Finger Lakes, and he's been traveling all around. So when he comes home to the Finger Lakes, you got to catch him. And his show is really amazing. His energy is incredible. He has a fantastic voice. He's a trained blues artist and is widely acclaimed throughout the area and even across the country at this point. So catch him this weekend at the Scalehouse on Friday night from 6 to 9, and then again on Saturday at Steuben Brewing over on Cayuga Lake from 4 to 7. And a little bit later in July, on the 8th, he'll be participating in the Weekend Blues Festival over at Fanatics in Lima. So you can check that out. You'll have to look that up. That won't be on the calendar. Well, maybe I'll put it on. But anyway, Gabe Stillman is a show to see if you haven't seen him yet. So in our tried and true segment, I'd like to highlight people that are dependable, always there, great artists or great places. And this week I'd like to highlight Mike Lucy. Mike Lucy is a solo artist. He writes some of his own things and plays some covers. He's going to play Thursday at the Station in Geneva. That's right opposite the Welcome Center. And that's a great place to hang out. You can see the lake from there. They have a nice offering of wine and other beverages, and I believe they have a food truck that comes there, or they offer some kind of food. And also at the Station, Cooper Scotty, another singer-songwriter, will be there on Friday from 6 to 9. One of the area's most notable guitar players, a teacher, a performer, all-around nice guy, is David Kuykendall. And he's prolific. He plays in many different groupings. You can see him Friday at Warfields with Kate and his Dave and Kate duo. You can find him Saturday at Wolffy's from 2 to 5 down at the pontoon stage. I'm not sure who he's singing or playing with down there, but he's going to be there. And also Saturday late night, if 7 o'clock is late night to you, 10 o'clock, 7 to 10, he'll be singing with Diana Jacobs at F to Table right at the 41 Lakefront Hotel in Geneva. So that should be a great day for him, great weekend for him, and I'm sure by Saturday night he'll be all loosened up and should be a pretty good time. Get on over there. Over in King Ferry, a tried and true music venue is Trey Levin Winery. They have a gorgeous facility. They have what's called the Hang Time, which is an enclosed, well, it can be open or enclosed, but it's a bar and hangout area. They have a full stage over there. They have seating outside with room for your lawn chair. You can bring your own. They have some over there, and they have some fire pits, and there's room for games and stuff in the yard. And they're offering Destination After Dark, which is a 7-piece party band that's going to perform. I believe there's a $10 ticket on that, and I just today added events for the rest of the weekend for them. So there's music, I can't remember exactly, but there's music on Saturday and Sunday as well at Trey Levin Winery in King Ferry. And Moondog's Lounge always comes up because they have an awesome music program. And this week they're going to be celebrating their 8th anniversary. And I'm super proud of Lynn and what she's put together over there. Lynn is a former current school teacher. So by day, she's an English teacher, and by night, she's the owner of this incredible music venue called Moondog's Lounge. So at Moondog's, there's going to be 4 bands. We have Inside Job, the Honky Tonk Hindus, Mo Basso, and the Lunch Ladies. So that'll be a super fun party starting at 5 o'clock on Saturday the 1st, and there's question marks as to when that might end. So it should be a good time if you're heading that way to Auburn. Buttonwood Grove Winery, which is on the west side of Cayuga Lake, is presenting two bands on Saturday, July 1st. First, The Other Side of Normal from 1 to 4, and they play a great selection of covers and favorites in multiple genres. And then Bad aLICe will take the stage for some classic rock from 6 to 9. And I don't know about you, have you noticed the sun is up past 9 o'clock? So, I mean, you can just go party till 9. And Buttonwood recently added some new food offerings down there, so they have everything you need. You can take your own lawn chair, blanket, or whatever and enjoy the stars. It's pretty quiet out there in the country. Well, when the band's not playing, it's quiet out in the country, and you'll have a great time. Well, the Geneva Lakefront Concert Series is going to kick off this coming Wednesday, July 5th, from 6 to 8 with the Finger Lakes Symphony Orchestra. And I'm super excited about this entire series because I was able to book all of the events for this series. So Each concert includes people with a strong connection to Geneva, and that also represents the diversity of people and music genres that are in our area. So they'll be super great. Plan on every Wednesday down at the Geneva Welcome Center, you know, where the big I Love New York sign is. The bands will be playing in the gazebo. There's something special each week, and there'll be food and beverage for sale. Take your lawn chair with you and have some fun. Wow, there's so much going on. You can tell from my speech that I'm excited about it, because this is just scratching the surface of what is actually going on in the Finger Lakes. So I don't want to hear any moaning and no complaining. We are a hot and happening place, so you just got to look for it, and I'm here to help you do it. Okay, so something new is kind of my favorite segment, because I'm always looking for things that pop into my radar that just kind of make me go, ooh, that sounds good. I don't always get to them, but I like to think about it. So on Thursday, that's tonight at 4 p.m., so I hope you know about it before this moment. At the Harriet Tubman Home in Auburn, the Albany Symphony Brass Quintet will play some selections. Should be really great. Anytime I can hear a brass player play, I'm all about it. As you might know, I'm a trumpet player, and brass quintet is perhaps one of my favorite configurations to play in, just because, well, you're one of five, you have a pretty big role. It's great. That'll be fun. Also in Auburn at Curly's. Curly's has some new owners, and they've opened up and are now serving with full menu and bar, and they have a great music program going. I just found out today, actually, that Diana Jacobs is running their program and booking their music. So they have some great offerings this weekend. Thursday night, we have Bob Piorin and Louis Molino playing some jazz. On Saturday, Irv Lyons and Lauren Berger will be playing some incredible guitar duo music in multiple genres. And on Saturday night, they'll have some funk and party with name band covers at 7:30. So, Saturday night, Auburn's a great place to be. I'm super excited about this band that's coming to the area from New York City. New York City JAMbalaya is a NOLA. NOLA is New Orleans, Louisiana. So they're going to be doing some Louisiana-style music, some Dixieland jams, some street music. What do they call it? First line music. And they're going to be performing 3 times this weekend around the Finger Lakes. So I hope you can see them somewhere. Friday night, a special Friday night concert at F to Table at 41 Lakefront Hotel from 7 to 9. They'll be performing. I'm going to sneak out of Canal Fest and head to Geneva to go to Big aLICe, because the band's going to perform from 5 to 7. And at 7 to 8, it's an open jam. So if you're an instrumentalist of any kind and you'd like to participate in a giant music jam for an hour, it's really going to be something to hear, something to participate in if you're free. Come on down. And that's on Saturday from 5 to 8. And on Sunday, they're going to perform at Climbing Vines from 12 to 3. So this is a band that you're not going to see again this summer, probably. So if you get a chance to see them, I highly recommend it. And something new, I'm not sure if you heard last year, a distillery in Naples, Hollerhorn Distillery, actually had a devastating fire, and their facility was ruined. And they spent the whole year, essentially, rebuilding and gearing back up. And they're offering music again regularly. I got to get their whole schedule on there. I just have a few concerts here and there. But this Saturday from 8 to 10, Miller and the Other Sinners will be performing, and I believe there's a $10 ticket on that. But definitely head down to Naples, support them. You can attend the B4 anniversary party and then head on over to Hollerhorn if that's your kind of music, or stay there for reggae music. I know what I would do, but anyway, let's support Hollerhorn as they get themselves back up and running to full steam and getting their feet back under them. New on the FLXmusic247.com calendar is Damiani Winery, a new partner, and they offer a series Wednesdays and Sundays. And on Wednesdays, it's the Balasini Brothers. That's a great name, right, for the Damiani Winery. Lots of Italian stuff going on there. But the Balasini Brothers, believe it or not, are Brett Beardsley and Scott Adams, and so they take a turn and they revise their song list and bring out some other fun music to enjoy on Wednesdays 5 to 8 at Damiani. And on Sundays, they welcome Fabi, who is a national touring artist that spends his summer in the Finger Lakes. So you'll see Fabi here and there, but you'll always find him on Sundays at Damiani from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, I think. It's on the calendar. 4th of July. Wow. So if you're looking for fireworks, things I know for sure. July 1, Seneca Falls, that's Saturday night. July 2, Sunday night, Watkins Glen, Clute Park. July 3, The Vista at Seneca Lake Resorts. And July 4th, Lincoln Hill is in Canandaigua is having a huge July 4th party all day long from 1 to 10 p.m. They have several bands playing. It's free. I'm not sure if parking costs, but the performances are free, and they have a beautiful pond and a view of the farmland and the lake in the distance. That'll be a great place to enjoy the fireworks. I just learned of another one just today, which is going to be on July 4th too at Cayuga Shoreline down in Interlaken. And Neo Project will be playing there from 6 to 9, and fireworks will follow, and that will be fireworks towards the east, so it'll be great. Anyway, there's so much going on. Get on the calendar. There's hundreds of events to choose from for the weekend, places that you've heard of or places that are new to you. Make a plan with your friends or your family. And you know what? If you don't have any friends or family, just take your lawn chair and go, because you're going to meet some people or find a situation, and when you come home, you'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. There's lots of friendly people in the Finger Lakes, and we'd love to talk with you, and we'd love to see you out. And if you like to dance, dance. Do that. Not every place there's dancers, but if that's something you want to do, just make your own fun. We're here to make the Finger Lakes more fun for you. So enjoy music whenever you can. And just a word to end, about the upcoming events. Oh, geez. Wow. I found this incredible thing. I don't know if it's the first year or not. It probably isn't, but it's new to me. So Off the Dock Chamber Festival is a classical group of classical concerts being performed in Skinny Atlas just next week from July 6th to the 9th. Got to check that out. I'll put some of those on the site. Find them at Off the Dock Chamber Festival, with a Google search, and you'll find all their concerts. Let me flip my paper. I think I wrote down some stuff. They have a concert called Voices of Passion on the 6th, Folk and Fiddle on the 7th, and Baroque Mosaic on the 9th, and there's another one on the 8th. I can't remember, but it'll be great. Another tried and true festival that's been going on forever in Lyons is Peppermint Days, and that'll be July 14th through the 16th. They'll have some party bands up there in the evenings and lots to check out. I'd like to also promote the Canandaigua Arts and Music Festival for the 14th through the 16th of July, another weekend filled with incredible vendors focused on art and a full music lineup. We'll try to get that on the calendar. Our friends at Zugby Winery in Geneva are offering their Zug Fest on the, I don't think it's that many days. I think it's just July 15th. And they're going to be offering 4 of the most popular bands in the Finger Lakes that day. Should be a good time. And Convention Days in Seneca Falls is coming up from the 21st to the 23rd. And this year their focus is women, gender, and the law. And they're offering, I know for sure that the National Women's Hall of Fame will be offering Aaron and the Backwoods Blues Project, which is 3 out of 5 of the members are women. That was, booked on purpose. And there'll be other musical acts that weekend, including, I think I'm going to be playing there with the Martin Luther King Memorial Choir, gospel choir out of Geneva. We'll have a short set, and there's other musicians participating in some musical sets throughout the day. Also, just the following weekend, right after that, is that right after that? No, a couple days later, on Saturday the 29th, there's going to be a great band performing in Seneca Falls at the National Women's Rights Museum a gathering of voices, and that is focused on the celebration of equality, solidarity, autonomy, and diversity of American women. And that should be a super great show. I'll get that on the calendar too. Let's not forget the concert coming up at the Smith in Geneva. I just attended a concert last weekend. Woo! It was very well attended. I'm so happy. It was the Airmen of Note, the U.S. Air Force Jazz Big Band. Fantastic, well worth going inside on a sunny day for. But there were hundreds and hundreds of people there, and I'm so happy to see that. Judy Collins will play on July 14th. She's an American icon, and there'll be a super cool gospel show on July 15th. Did you know I'm going to play in that too? With the Martin Luther King Memorial Choir, Gospel Choir right out of Geneva. So I'll be there. And that's a gathering of gospel music from across the country, a couple of different groups. It'll be really great. It's called Singing in the Spirit. Sounds fun to me. The Grassroots Festival's coming. I'll talk about that more as it gets closer. And I'd also like to note, not on there, but Geneva Light Opera will be performing at the Smith on July 27th through the 30th. If you haven't had a chance to see opera lately or ever, or if you need some special event to take a young person to, broaden their cultural horizons. You don't have to go far. You can just go to Geneva and see them. There's some artists from the Metropolitan Opera singing, and it's a comic opera called The Elixir of Love. So I'm sure it's probably adult content, but then again, sometimes you can't always understand what they're saying when they're singing, so it could be safe for kids. I don't know. You'll want to check that out if you're going to take the kids. Well, there's lots more going on, so get to the calendar, flxmusic247.com, see what you can find. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook. The more followers we have, the more credibility we get, so if you're just a scroller, hit that button. Also, Emily, my creative director, has been working hard to make our Instagram account current and up to date and appealing. She's spending most of her Instagram posts right now highlighting some of our partners and customers, so check them out. And follow us there too. The more the merrier. And if you are a person that works with music, or if you know of an upcoming event, if you have a community event, or if you have a fundraising event that involves live music, I'm happy to talk to you about putting your event on the calendar. I have a very small nominal fee to do that. That just keeps me going, and I'd love to work with you and help promote your event. This is a unique marketing opportunity because it's focused solely on live music. There's so much going on in the Finger Lakes that having this calendar just focused on music helps people who have music find people who are looking for music. I think it's a great resource myself personally. That's why I did it, and I hope you do too. I'd like to hear from you, so get in touch with us. So that's a wrap. Hope to see you out and about. I'll be at Canal Fest all weekend, talking with the bands, hanging out with the bands, and I think you should be too. So come on down, hang out with us, and make sure you say hi if you see me. Have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July, and thanks to all those who have served to keep our country free, and let's keep working on it. It's a great place to live, and I hope that together that we can make it the land of the free for everyone. Have a great weekend. Thanks.